Hello, this is Wendy Boulevard. I'm coming back to you because I want to talk about female sociopaths. Number one, they mirror and love bomb you in order to get your information. When a female sociopath first meets you, they're on a mission to collect as much information about you as possible. So they do this so they can look you up, so they can watch you. After unexpected victim, she zooms in on you with an excessive amount of attention. Her warm, nurturing way helps to facilitate her covert missions. On the outside, she is friendly and inviting, but within, she is ruthless and conning. Yet, in the beginning, it appears as if you are both have so much in common. She has so much in common with you just so she can get next to you. They are superficially charming. Much like a male sociopath, a female sociopath projects kindness, rarely meets her eyes. She's just projecting kindness, but it doesn't resonate in her eyes. Her charm, while superficial, can be just as convincing, if not more, as a male sociopath. This is because as a society, we have conditioned to see females as the gentler sex, incapable of violence. Yet the violence a female sociopath can inflict can be just as psychologically damaging as their male counterparts. They sabotage you covertly. So that means it's not just, the sabotage is little by little, they do that. So yes, she carefully hides behind multiple layers of constructed traits that one can mistake for sincerity. Remember that narcissistic and sociopath are chameleons, adapting to social situations based on what they expect will bond well and the best suit for them to hurt their victims. So watch out. Much of the female sociopath manipulation is channeled through aggression, which involves damaging someone's social relationships or reputation to destroy one's self or sense of self. So watch out for that. In the realm of female friends, female narcissistics especially are always looking to protect themselves against outside threats that may overtake their queen bee status in the clique they create. They demonstrate little to no remorse for harming others to get what they want. Whoever is in a female narcissistic or sociopath way will pay dearly, even the ones who pose the slightest threat. The female sociopath harbors a sense of entitlement to everything and anything. They are extremely threatened by other women who possess what they can't. Yes, I know that one very well. Female narcissistic and sociopath, they, despite other women getting ahead, are posing a threat to their ego. Yes, I know that one very well. 5, they are sadistic and enjoy inflicting pain. They sure do. Female sociopaths and narcissistics enjoy seeing people squirm just for the hell of it. There is nothing they love more than to take down an innocent, good-natured person who was naive enough to believe in them. That's why they make lofty, false promises they fail to carry through just to delight in another sense of disappointment. Yeah, that recently happened to me a couple months ago. That's why they that's why they despise their most threatening victims of attention and affection. So basically, they do things to be hurtful and deceitful, and they're really good at manipulating. And they can manipulate old people, young people, anybody. They're good. They thrive off of male attention or female attention, depending on their sexual orientation. Female sociopaths and narcissists enjoy being the center of attention because it gives them power from which they can devise endless amounts of narcissistic supplies in the form of praise, sex, and resources. Sociopaths enjoy this because it gives them a power trip, the ability to control others at a whim and play everybody like puppets. Yeah, I sure got a couple of those in my family. Narcissists enjoy it because it feeds their inflated ego and gives them vindication. Not anymore. Use block. Block, 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 block. It does wonders. Female predators are not opposed to using their bodies to get what they want. They have no qualms using their appearance and sexuality to climb the corporate ladder, to take advantage of their doting boyfriend, or to seduce a stranger as long as it benefits them. They get off on the power and control and their thirst for new victims. Wow. They also have extramarital affairs, engages in numerous flirtations, indecencies, and controlling and consistent surrounding themselves with admirers. They can lie, manipulate, con their way into people's hearts and lives, pulling the wool over your eyes quite easily while they pursue their own agendas. Yet once they are done with you and you are no longer usable, they will rarely give you the same amount of attention, respect, or affection that you've grown accustomed to. They will discharge you without blinking twice. To them, you are merely an object to suit their purposes, nothing more. The big picture. If you have encountered a female manipulating, narcissistic, or sociopath, take heart in the fact that their behavior is not your fault. Many have been bamboozled by these toxic types because of how convincing they are. Rather than blaming yourself, examine the ways in which you have been manipulated to resolve the cognitive distortion that may arise. You may still be reeling from the interaction between their true self and their false self. So I've dealt with this. I've dealt with people. I've seen them progress through the years to become a sociopath. They also will stalk you on the internet, try to get information on what you're doing. If you block them, they will use somebody else to try to get through to you. And, you know, there comes a point where it's just time to move on, even if they're family. They're not very well, and they definitely need to have mental attention for their well-being. Suggest it to them, block them, and move on. because really you're not going to get that true relationship that you want. So this is all for now. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.